Customer ecosystems are undoubtedly the next step in the digital revolution for me. They are the idea that companies, brands are able to access vast swathes of data. So not just data that is pertinent to the way that customers are shopping with them, but actually how they're living their lives. So an understanding of the media that they're consuming, what they're doing in their spare time, the programs and the films they are watching, what they're reading, those sorts of things, as well as then what they're consuming and what they're buying. And it's important because you get an understanding of how your product then fits into a customer or consumer's life, rather than just a narrow understanding of what they're doing with regards to specifically to the way that they shop with you. So if you want to get an idea of what a customer ecosystem looks like, you actually need to look east, I think, because the companies that are doing it already are the likes of Alibaba, JD.com, Rakuten in Japan, and of course Amazon are doing it in the West as well, where Amazon see themselves as a data and technology business, where I think product just passes through them. And actually subscription services like Prime, obviously Prime Video and Prime TV, those sort of things give Amazon a real understanding of how product fits into a customer's life. You take Alibaba, for example, the retail part, the marketplace part of their business is really only a small part of the overall consumer offering they have. They have social media apps, they have payment apps. Rakuten owns a bank, it owns supply chain businesses, and by combining all that data, they get a really clear sense of how customers are jumping from one activity to another. And this sort of understanding will give these businesses and those with access to this kind of data and have the capabilities of being able to process that data a massive competitive advantage, because they can really work out how to create product and deliver it and put it in front of customers exactly when they want it. So if I were a retailer in the UK at the moment, the things I would be thinking about are understanding that those businesses that are at the start line at the moment with regards to machine learning and AI and have a real understanding of their data are going to be able to widen the gap between those businesses that are doing well at the moment and those that are falling behind. So if you're not even at the start line at the moment, then I think you've got a problem. Then once you've got a real understanding of your own data, there has to be an understanding that is leaving you at a disadvantage to these businesses who then have access to the way that people live their lives rather than just how they shop. And so I'd be encouraging these businesses to look for partnerships. How can you create your own ecosystem? Because not everyone has got the firepower of an Alibaba or a Rakuten to build it out themselves. So I think we're going to see a situation where we're going to move out of an age of disruption and one into partnerships and collaboration, because people are going to have to join up their narrow ecosystems with other businesses, whether they're media companies, whether they're entertainment companies and lifestyle companies, in order to get a real understanding of how consumers are living their lives, not just how they're shopping.